going on, adventurers? It's your boy, VKJ. Not New Jersey, not Pennsylvania. That's right, the Big Apple today. Woo. Vacation Education is coming to you from the Big Apple. That's right, it's New York City, and we're about to take you to high places. We're about to take you to tall, interesting places. Of course, as always with me is the VKJD right here.
I don't know how tall it actually is.
Well, it's
a lot taller in New York City. I know that. But
this adventure is high. It's in the name.
Oh.
Also with us to take you down a notch is, of course, Ellie the Bee right there.
Ellie,
how you doing, Ellie? Oh my gosh, Ellie's always very excited. We're inviting you to join us on this New York City adventure. Let's go! Right here. It's called the High Line. And there's the official sign, one of the signs for it, and it says, nearly 100% of our annual budget comes from donations from people like you. So if you want to donate to the High Line after you see it, maybe you really like it, you want to visit here, they take some donations. Let's go. So as you're walking over here, there's a couple little other things you want to check out. Right there it says High Line. The High Line is a New York City park maintained and supported by the Friends of the High Line. All right, and these are the hours right here. They actually have hours. It says open hours April 1st to November 30th, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and December 1st to March 31st. It is 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Oh, there you go. Look, as we speak.
And there's a...
I know, but hold on. They got a dog sighting going up right there.
Oh, yeah.
And up there is actually a map of it. It says High Line access points. And it looks like I think we're down at the very bottom, okay? Looks like the Gansevoort Street. And it goes all the way down there. If you guys don't know what the High Line is a section of tracks that runs here in New York. And it used to be a track that took all the freight trains and all the goods from the factories to different destinations all over the city. It also brought things into the city for manufacturing. It was actually set to be torn down, but the community rallied together and they saved the High Line and they repurposed it into an area where people can walk and enjoy, and that's what we're about to show you. I'm sure there's probably areas of the High Line here you can access for like wheelchair access. We happen to be here where there are some steps, so we're carrying Ellie the Bee, of course. It's like, did you ever see any of those old-time movies where all the guys carry the queen to her castle or back to the kingdom?
Or the Egyptians.
The Egyptians, exactly. So that's kind of what we're doing with Ellie B right now. We got to get the queen, or the Egyptian queen, back to her castle. And we made it. There's another map right there. The High Line. You can check them out at thehighline.org. Perfect. Oh, and it says, you are here. The High Line up here happens to be about 1.5 miles of walking area that's been repurposed.
You can still see the railroad tracks. They are in the grass.
Whoa! Yeah, man, there they are right there.
So they didn't remove the one side. They probably had a double.
Oh, it's a good possibility. But all these plants here, a lot of the shrubbery and stuff we're going to be seeing have all been planted for the park.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All of it.
All of it, yes. And of course, this sidewalk we're walking on as well was all done with the renovations.
It's really beautiful.
Really, I told you, you just got on it. Let's go. So there's some more railroad tracks off to the right. So railroad tracks to the right of us, railroad tracks to the left of us.
There's the proof.
Yeah. All right, adventurers, if you've been following the channel, you know that the VKJD and I both grew up in the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. The only reason I even know that this walkway exists is because a long time ago, I went out on a date with a girl and she actually wanted to do one of those New York City tours. You know, like the red buses where you can sit on the multi-levels. We were sitting on the top level and it was going to a couple different stops here in New York. And this High Line thing was one of those stops. And I don't know, I never knew it existed. This was actually one of my favorite parts of the entire
tour.
The entire tour, exactly. And I was like, hey, we're coming up here. I got to be up here for something. So I said, hey, Dad, you ever been here? He said, no. So I said, we'll go make a video about it.
Look at these things.
I know. As you walk along here on the High Line, there's different little art installations and stuff, and I'm sure it's probably changing all the time. So whatever you see in the video here might be here, might not be here, depending on when you come. I'm not sure what those.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know.
They do have a barcode right there if you want to figure out what's going on with some of these things.
The buildings here in New York City, I mean, you know, it's just amazing. For us country bumpkins here, you know, hitting New York City is a big deal.
It's approximately 6:02 at night right now, to kind of give you a context of what time of the day this is. And it's also in September, so the humidity is really low, the sun is starting to set. It's a beautiful time of day to take a little stroll in New York City. Here's a part where it actually goes through a building. So you're actually walking through a building, and of course they have a couple little, it says here, talking about, it says the garden is never finished. The High Line horticulturists carry Odolph's vision forward and build upon it. So like I said, they're always adapting the High Line, planting new trees and shrubbery, and it looks like right there it says Wild by Design 2009. It said, during this milestone year celebrating 15 years since the opening of the park, we are spotlighting the incredible work of Dutch planning designer and who translated the magic of the self-seated landscape of the derelict railway into what you see today. So it's literally like a theater in here. They have a...
all these diverse, all these diversion, all these different people.
Very interesting.
Everything.
So you see what I mean, Dad? You never know what you're going to see up here in the High Line. Like last time I was here, there was no projector with some sort of movie screen going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like take a look down the street there.
Wow, look at that. That's great. All right, we keep on walking through here, and this one looks like it is, this one's literally called Emerson Collective Presents Climate Science Fair. Ah, that's weird. Interesting.
Looks like they're taking it down.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we might have missed it.
Oh, geez. Well, hey, you can't see them all. Wow, look over here to the left. Look at that right there. You can see right out onto the river.
That's the Hudson.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. Well, learn something new every day.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure I've heard. I'm sure I've heard it's the Hudson before, but it wasn't on the tip of my tongue. Let me put it that way. All right, so now we're coming up on another. Looks like the High Line's going underneath another structure here. They got some awesome lighting, and it looks like a little eatery over here to the left too, Dad.
Yeah.
It says on the sign there, if you need an ice cold beer, come on in. That's great. So it looks like if you wanted to get something to eat here at the High Line, they have snacks, they got French fries, they got hot dogs, they got everything here. Even if you want to, if you're not having a good enough time, a couple little sips of the brewski, you'll be doing just fine. Then you can be partying on the High Line. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know. It's like a beehive with license plates in it. I don't know. What do you guys? Put it down in the comments. What do you think that is? I'm thinking beehive license plates. So far, so good. The High Line is delivering a couple little extra fun things here and there. Walking, a little bit of exercise. Got to get out and about. Check this out right here. I mean, you never know what you're going to see up here. Whoever thought they were going to combine two things like this?
It's a live band.
Yep. So there you have it. They are, I don't know. I'm going to get a little closer here.
Looks like they're waiting for a concert here.
I doubt it. So there's literally sharks and fish. One has a missile in it, surfboard, a couple different guitars. So like I said before, you come to a place like this, you think you're just going to walk around and do whatever. Next thing you know, you're seeing fishes with guitars. I mean, it's just a wild ride. What can I tell you? What kind of an artist do you have to be to want to combine fishes and guitars? I have no idea. Dad, I'm sorry, there's no drum set. I know. My dad, he plays the drums.
There was a missile, though.
I know. Well, you know, missiles, surfboards, and guitars.
It's almost like a drumstick.
It's almost like a drum set. Oh, you know what? That shark over there, you know what he is? He's the bomb. Would you like that? Yeah, you like that. Here's another piece of work of, here's another work of art up here, and I think it's kind of funny. It has the word America, but all the letters are crossed out, but the me. Because America is very selfish.
Wow. I'm not sure I like that.
I know. What are they trying to say here?
You get that feeling of, you know, when you're living in New York City, that there's people on top of people on top of people, and they live like ants. These actually look like insect hives here.
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty cool.
Wow.
So of course, with all of the flowers and the gardens here, you know, you just come past and suddenly you see, I don't know, I have a strange craving for peaches now.
I think it's really it's supposed to be the petals of a particular flower, but I don't know which. Maybe an orchid.
Love it. So even the path itself is shaded by the trees. It's just nice and cut right over the path.
It's hard to believe that, like, this is, you know, like you're in New York City. I think, I don't know, when you go on these kind of things, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look around all the buildings, obviously it's you know, there's something to see every second, but
of course.
But it's amazing that this is right in the middle, this haven for people to enjoy.
This little oasis.
Yeah, it's an oasis for sure.
And a little green oasis in the middle of New York. Exactly.
It's the combination of the shrubbery and flowers and everything, and then
the backdrop.
Yeah, and the backdrop of these amazing buildings.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
I told you were gonna like it. The BKJD is digging it.
Yeah, there's a lot in New York to love. New York City, that is.
As we're traveling along the High Line here in New York, it looks like we come upon another little cart action right here.
Pops.
Exactly. We got tamales. We got pops. Very interesting.
Tamales.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever had a tamale.
A tamale.
What is a tamale?
That's a good question. But in the event, like I said, if you're feeling lightheaded and you've walked too far and you need a little something, they got it here for you. I'm not even gonna guess of what this is right here, but it's still interesting. Obviously the Halloween season is coming up, and if you look right over the balcony right here, someone is getting a little bit of a tan down there. That's great. What's that guy doing? It's getting crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love Halloween. Halloween could be one of my favorite times of year. You know, I love the decorations, I love the activities. Of course, who doesn't love candy? I love dressing up, I love doing costuming. I actually, you know, I was in theater when I was in college, so I even had to study costuming and all that kind of stuff. And I have another side gig where I use a lot of costumes. And this next thing up here, I don't know why, but it's giving me a little bit of Halloween vibes. Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Terminator 2, when the Terminator was like that liquid metal, and he like melted through things, and Arnold's trying to get him and stuff. From back there, I actually thought it was skeleton heads, but it's not. Oh, see that? Look, that right there is you and Ellie. Okay, it's Ellie, and then you and the man's best friend, right there. Sometimes when you're walking around and you're enjoying stuff, it's the little touches that make the biggest difference, right? So you're walking along, you see some lips with a little bit of smile in it, makes you smile. Again, adventurers, is this like the craziest Wildwood Boardwalk video we've ever made? No. Is this also one of the most expensive videos we've ever made? No. If you want to come up here and enjoy the High Line and walk around, besides the tolls, the gas, and the parking, it's absolutely free. So, there's that too. Sometimes we like to look for adventures that are like, you know, averagely priced, because some of the things we do are rather expensive. There's again, New York City, the High Line. We're living the high life here in New York. And we were walking along here, and sometimes you come across interesting situations, interesting people. And I think we're about to talk to one of them right now. And boom.
Hi.
So there was this young lady sitting right here, and I saw this little sign, and it says, ask for a poem. All right. And I would assume this is your name right here.
Benedict, yes.
Benedict?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
And of course, there's her Venmo. Send her some money on Venmo. Now hold on though, not yet though. We gotta check out this poem action first.
Yes.
We gotta see how talented Benedict is.
Yes.
Okay. How does the whole poem situation work?
Okay, so basically I write poetry on the spot for people. Like
Wow.
you give me like a word or a topic.
Okay.
Or if you prefer, I free write, and it could be about someone, about a situation, about anything, and then I write the poem on the spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's almost like improv poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you kind of get an idea and then you kind of run with it.
Yeah.
People say,
Yeah.
my name on the channel is VKJ, like Vacation James.
Vacation.
Yeah, VKJ, right,
Yeah.
is the nickname. And some people would say that maybe I have a little bit of a big head. No, not physically, just metaphorically, okay? But,
Oh my God.
so what's going to happen, right?
Okay.
To prove all those people wrong is someone on the channel is becoming a little bit of a superstar herself,
Okay.
all right? And that happens to be, hey, Dad, you want to bring Ellie over here?
Hi, Ellie.
All right, well, Ellie is our dog right over there.
Yup.
Okay?
Yup.
And she is a big part of the vacation education. She is a professional hot dog tester.
Yes.
Okay, she also just rode some rides at an amusement park named Knoebels. She
Okay.
even drove a speedboat.
Okay.
Okay, so she's an adventure dog to say the least, okay?
Yup.
Girl power.
Yes.
All right, so that's what it would be. It would be about Ellie,
Ellie.
the amazing, daring, dashing, darling dog over there.
Oh my gosh, she
Yes.
is so cute.
So that's your muse.
Oh, man.
That's your poetry muse for today.
All right, how old is she?
Dad, how old is Ellie now?
She's almost 11.
So
Oh, man.
she's almost 11 years old.
In human or in dog? Like years.
I think is it human or dog, Dad? That's human years, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
In human years, yes.
Ellie.
She's getting up there.
I love her. She's so cute.
Oh, wonderful.
So tiny. What's her breed called?
She is a toy fox terrier.
Toy Fox Terrier?
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, who should I make it out to? Do I make it out to her or the family?
You know what? I will give you creative freedom when it comes to that.
Okay, it's your envelope. So however you want to keep it. Yeah, the
ooh.
envelope.
You know what? How about the vacation education family? Because it's not just for me, it's for all of the fans out there too. They're gonna love it.
I love the fans. The fans are my favorite.
Of course.
Yes.
So she's right in there in the envelope, the vacation education family.
And then I'm putting my Instagram on the side.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And then I always date it. Like, what date was this written?
Perfect.
Sometimes I meet people like years later and then they're like, you wrote me a poem.
Oh, that's great. How long have you been doing the whole poetry improv thing?
I've been doing this for 7 years.
Wow,
So
okay,
it's
so
wild.
7 years.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, I mean, how did you get into the poetry game?
The poetry game, I think I just started writing when I was 15. Like,
Okay.
everyone has their talent from God or like whatever you're good at.
Absolutely.
So I just started writing when I was like 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
And of course now you're, how old?
I'm 25. Oh
20,
my God.
25, okay.
Don't card me, guys. I'm 25, but I look 18.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez, okay.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll let you work on it now.
Okay. Thank you.
As she is creating the Ellie the Bee poem masterpiece, this kind of is very reminiscent of, I think, sometimes the Zoltar fortune teller machines, right? Because you go up to Zoltar and, you put in a little bit of change, a couple dollars, whatever. And then suddenly he's whipping together your fortune. He's going to tell you maybe something about yourself that you didn't already know, maybe something you did know, but it's kind of back there in your mind. And she is creating, again, the first Ellie the Bee poem. Maybe we'll call it Ellie the P, Ellie the poem, even better. People always ask all the time what the B stands for. I think that's what's kind of funny. And someone said, does it stand for Ellie the Best? And to be honest with you, I have no idea. I don't even know what the B stands for. And so we're just going to go with that. Ellie the Best, or Ellie the P for the Ellie the poem. The name is taking on a life of itself, just like this poem shall. The poem is completed, and she rolled it up as if it was a famous scroll.
Yes.
Famous.
These are the
scroll.
Dead Sea Scrolls, guys.
Oh my gosh.
They don't want you to know that. I have the Dead Sea Scrolls right here.
Now, is it possible? Should I or should you do the honors?
I think it's like meaningful for your family, so maybe you guys should read it.
We should read it.
Like
Okay.
to each other, yeah.
Okay, adventurers. So we have the muse to the left of me, Ellie the Bee. We have the new Ellie the Bee sonnet, the poem, the masterpiece to the right of me here. And let's see what we got here. All right. Ellie the courageous, Ellie the brave, Ellie the comforter, the love of our lives, the glue of our family, the champion, holding strong after 11 years. You added so much meaning to me, remaining with us through the years. A steady hand, a strong friend, and above all, a loved one. There you go. The Ellie the Bee masterpiece.
Yes.
Ellie the P, Ellie the poem. Thank you so much again.
You got it.
This was really wonderful. And, you know, literally, we didn't get her through all the entire process writing this, but she whipped this up in practically, I don't know, like a minute. It's amazing. She's like the flash of poetry, okay?
Beautiful.
And now, it's going to be hard for you to see this, adventurers, in the video here, but Ellie the Bee was so moved by this,
Right, Ellie?
she shed a doggy tear. And with that, the adventure, I know, she's like, she's clamoring for more. No, Ellie, there's only one poem for today. Where can they check you out online?
My Instagram is Poems for People,
Poems
the number 4, not F-O-R. Poems, the number 4, and then people.
Poems, number 4, people, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So make sure you go check her out there. There's all this new technology and stuff going on. You got to bring it back, you know, to the old school,
Yeah.
and send someone a poem. Get a poem. You know, she's not going to tell. Maybe you could pretend like you wrote it yourself. She'll she'll.
Gasp.
This is the first time you wrote a poem, and the dog was actually there.
Yeah.
And that is wonderful. And
Yep.
what inspired you to do the poetry? I'm curious.
Like, what do you mean, right on the spot?
Yeah.
So my friend, he was doing it, and at the time I was teaching poetry, kindergarten through 8th grade, and he was just doing this, and I was like, he was like selling his books and writing poetry, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. So one day I just did it, and that was like 7 years ago.
I actually went to school for theater and minored in dance, and I've been doing, you know, performance in many different facets. You would be surprised, from costume character parties to singing telegrams and everything in between. So,
Wow.
So I absolutely love, inspiring artists out there and doing something you enjoy, bringing joy to people. It's absolutely wonderful. And for that wonderfulness, it always must be rewarded. There you are.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm the best. You're the best. You're the best. I'm the best. You know, you're the best. You're the best. Okay.
Oh my God.
And-
that was, wow. I've never even seen that before. Wait, can you do that?
No, I can't. That can only be done once, I'm afraid. Channel, we.
This is beautiful.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
See, even.
I'm gonna frame it.
Oh, my dad said he's gonna
That's what I love to hear.
Oh my gosh.
Keep it forever.
Forever.
Awesome.
We want to thank you today for joining us on Vacation Education. From me, the VKJ, the VKJD, back here, and of course, Ellie the Bee and the Ellie the Bee Mobile tramp car. Thank you, darling. That might be the only time I ever say that. But I guess this is as good a place to end the video as any. From New York City, your boy VKJ, we are out of here. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification button. If you really like this video, hit a super like. See ya. Adventurers, before we get out of here, I just saw this thing over here. It is a Dalmatian with balancing a taxi on its nose. Can you see that? I mean, it's crazy. You never know what you're gonna see in New York.
She's doing her final bow, I think, there.
Yep. Meaning that the show is over.